I just want to first thank everybody in Monterey County, everybody that lives in Monterey County, and everybody that is a county employee, and want to thank you for the opportunity to have served as District 1 County Supervisor. It'll be 16 years at the end of December next month. Prior to coming here, I was a former city council member for 9.5 years, part-time, representing District 1. And so one of the questions that I'd like to share is when did I begin my life in politics? I actually, born and raised here in Salinas, got discharged from the Army in January 1972 after serving one tour in Okinawa and actually one tour in South Vietnam. So I came back, went to Hartnell College. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just started going to Hartnell College, got involved in student politics. That was in 1972. I remained there for 2 years, got involved in some Latino student politics with an organization called MECHA. I was actually president for 1 year of that organization. And then I got involved with the United Farm Workers movement in terms of supporting their plight to improve their working and living conditions here in the Salinas Valley as a volunteer, just supporting their efforts to get free and open elections in 1972. Then what I did from there is I also was a year, I joined the LULAC, the League of United American Citizens 2055, the oldest LULAC council in Monterey County. I started attending those meetings as a student, and then I left in 1974 and went to San Diego State University. I spent 2 years down there, 1974 to 1976. Graduated with a bachelor's degree in social welfare. But one thing that happened that was very unique and special in San Diego is the United Farm Workers Union asked me to give up my whole summer, give up 2 jobs, and come to work for them full time in the boycott of grapes and yellow wine. And so that was in Southeast San Diego. I had already spent 9.5 years as a Salinas City Council member. The opportunity presented itself. Then Supervisor Simon Salinas, District 1 Supervisor, went on to run for the State Assembly. So my election, it was in, for Supervisor, that's right. He went on to run for the State Assembly. And then my campaign was in the year 2000. I got elected in the primary of March of the year 2000. So I had to wait 8 months for Simon to leave, first to win his election for the Assembly, and then for him to leave, I had to wait 8 or 9 months to get sworn in. So I got sworn in January 2001. And why did I want to do so? Knowing that I had a pretty good job working as a medical social worker, supervisor at Natividad Medical Center for 14 years. You know, why would I want to give up that? And why did I want to move from the city council to the board of supervisors? I felt being a county supervisor would be, you would be a full-time elected official, and I believe that it would allow me to make a greater impact in terms of improving the working and living conditions of all county residents, and particularly address major issues that you couldn't, because you're not in a position in the city council directly to make significant decisions regarding healthcare, affordable housing, violence, job creation. And so becoming, I saw that as an opportunity, and it gave me an opportunity to work with 12 other cities in the county and with all the special districts, all the joint powers agencies, and it allowed me the opportunity to show the world that you could care about almost every walk of life and make an impact. What has been the challenging aspect in terms of being a county supervisor? And I think overall, I only have one simple answer to that, and that gave me the opportunity to, like I mentioned before, to make a better difference for folks on a variety of levels. What was some of the challenging issues that I've had in the last 16 years, helping to work as a team, as a county board of supervisors, but sitting on joint powers agencies like Salinas Valley Solid Waste Authority, the board of directors of Transportation Agency, TAMSI, Monterey Salinas Transit, and then a lot of side meetings we used to have more in the past than we do now, is how do we build and develop cooperative relationships with all 12 cities in the county, in particular the largest city here in Salinas, around issues of growth, development, affordable housing, violence, transportation issues. In terms of accomplishments, it's not all of them. It's I talked about, it was really big. It was really contentious, and I already mentioned it was a county general plan. That was, not an easy thing to get through. And obviously a major one is expanding, veteran services, our county veterans office, making sure the county with the other board of supervisors and staff that we participate in working with other cities and other jurisdictions and the state assembly, state senate, and the congressman's office in terms of making things happen, like the veteran cemetery, the new veterans clinic center over at Fort Ord, and we're in the process of hopefully trying to finalize something with a veterans drop-in center. Homeless stand-down is very critical, very important, and it's I without hesitation got involved in getting the rest of the board to collaborate and approve 2 years ago. It's not a whole lot of money for the homeless veterans, staying on 150 grand. I belong to the Vietnam Memorial Committee over on Laurel Drive, the memorial site. I've been given and provided an opportunity to prove that no matter where you come from, how you're raised on various levels, that any diverse community that you come from, based on a variety of factors, that a lot of us, given the opportunity, not all of us, given the opportunity, we take our job very seriously, and I was able to respond to many significant interests in this county. So what you need to do is figure out all the strength that you have as an elected official, as a professional, as a father, as a this, and then figure out where your weaknesses are. Make a list of that. And because they're going to come up if you run for office, they're going to come up in some shape or form. They're gonna, if you don't address them or know how to deal with them and make them better, then it's going to affect how you strategize, how you strategize a winning campaign. If you can't answer some of those questions, you're not going to develop. I don't care if you get the best consultant in the world, but you need to figure out some things internally for yourself. The second thing is you're a father, you're a husband, and do you have any idea how much time it's going to take out of your own personal family life? Personal life. How much of a sacrifice you're going to have to make? It's not an 8 to 5 job. It's not a Monday through Friday job. And do you know what it takes? These are some of the things that I think you should go over. And so I always said this, some of the things I've learned is learn to be positive with everybody as much as you can. Be flexible. and really answer the bigger question is, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do this? If you're doing it because Board of Supervisors salary is a pretty good salary. If you're doing it because of a salary, you ain't gonna be happy. You have to learn to appreciate, enjoy the privilege and authority that is bestowed upon you. You have to learn how to respect it. You don't even have to be real religious. You just have to have some principles to make your decisions on, how to live your life, how to conduct yourself in public, in board chambers, with the community. You need to learn how to take it. You need to become, we always heard the term, thicker skin. You need to just take it publicly or personally, any criticism that's going to come your way, and be able to shake it off. And I always say tomorrow's another day, another opportunity to address that or make it better.